Hi guys, it's me Beata from horoscopesandreadings.com and welcome to today's video. I would like to dwell into Scorpio topic a little bit more. That's why I have decided to make a video about Scorpio's jealousy. First and foremost, I would like to tell you that this video will not be only about Scorpio Sun, because there's a myth that your sun sign tells a lot about who you are, and it's actually not true. Of course, we astrologers know that, so this video will be about someone who has a strong Scorpio influence in his or her chart. So this video will be about Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Venus in Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio, and it will be about someone who has personal planets in tight aspect to Pluto. And this video will be also about someone who has a bunch of planets in 8th house, because 8th house is originally ruled by Scorpio. Hopefully this video will be explanatory, because I would like to ask some questions. I personally want to know, where does this jealousy comes from? Can we see it in a birth chart? I would like to know if every Scorpio gets jealous, right? Is it their pattern? Why they get jealous? If they are jealous, why is this happening in the first place? What is that, bottom line of their jealousy? Why are they getting jealous? From my perspective, I believe that Taurus, Leo and Scorpio are most jealous signs of the zodiac. This is just my opinion, but I believe that these three signs, they get jealous, but they have very different reasons why they do so. Taurus, it's earth sign. So that means that Taurus is very much possessive about their loved ones, and that is the reason why they get jealous. Leo is all about self-admiration, and to me Leo Sun or Leo sign is very self-centered sign. That's why if Leo feels that his partner is losing interest, that is why he gets jealous. It might be sort of narcissistic tendencies in a sense, but really they have different reasons why they get jealous. Scorpio energy is a very watery energy, so with Scorpio we can see very little. Who they really are, it is really not visible just from one look, or even it really might take years to really know the Scorpio guy. And it still depends on how Scorpio wants to open up to you, because you may even not ever know Scorpio guy who he or she really is. They have, of course, they are in that 8th stuff and in that 8th house, and there is really a lot happening, typically, a lot of crises, so they are really protective about themselves, and typically they are closed off, and but we will come to that later. But they are ruled by Pluto. There is a lot of 8 stuff happening, and also they're fixed signs. These three things are enough to tell that Scorpio gets jealous. So if you are curious if Scorpio gets jealous every time he gets involved with somebody, you might be surprised, because Scorpio is type of a guy or a lady who doesn't care about the majority of people he gets involved with. This might be surprising, but maybe not, because if you think about it, Scorpio is water sign. That's why they are full of emotions, but these are very controlled by themselves. So only if Scorpio gets emotionally attached to someone, this is where he gets jealous, right? Because when you are emotionally attached to someone, it makes you vulnerable, right? Because your heart can be broken, because you have open heart when you are emotionally attached, and then your heart can be broken. And then you have to deal with your pain and, pull yourself together, which is very scary thing for everyone, and for Scorpio especially. So majority of time they are not jealous because they are not invested, right? They are not investing emotionally. So these things are very separate. But once Scorpio is emotionally involved, he or she gets jealous. Another deeper root why Scorpio gets jealous is that there is no trust in partner. Scorpio, and I personally said this many times, has really big trust issues. It might take years for Scorpio to fully trust someone, and he doesn't trust, and that's why he gets jealous. Because if you trust someone, you are familiar, and you feel safe and secure, and you don't have to get jealous. But if you are suspicious, which most Scorpios are suspicious in a sense, then you get jealous. Jealousy is really that monster which can break a relationship very easily. Even solid commitments can be broken by jealousy. And if you had your experiences with someone who is truly Scorpionic, you know what I'm talking about here, because if jealousy is out of control, it can get very nasty and even dangerous. Because once Scorpio gets jealous, this type of person is very much committed to find the truth about the person. So Scorpio will dig deep and deep to find the truth, no matter what, no matter the consequences at that time, because he is obsessed about knowing the truth. So really, conversations about your ex-partners, or even trying to hide something from a Scorpio guy, is really bad idea. Scorpio is and can be the most devoted partner you ever had, but once Scorpio feels threatened by someone, he feels immediately insecure, and that is when jealousy takes over. So jealousy is really his first reaction when Scorpio guy feels threatened by someone. So it's really his pattern, and this is really all about fear of losing the loved one. If you are asking how can we tell if your Scorpio is jealous on you, if there are any signs, this can be really hard to tell and to answer so easily, because this zodiac sign is very much complex. And the problem with Scorpio is that they don't show what they feel. Right, so I have my personal experiences with this type of people, and it's really very much different from what you think it is. So your Scorpio guy can be jealous on you for a long time, right? And you might not know it because he is not showing you any signs that he is getting jealous. So this is really different from all other signs who are much more, let's say articulate about it. But Scorpio, he is internalizing these feelings of jealousy for really a long time. If you are in a long commitment with Scorpio, he may be jealous for months and even for years, and you might not know it. But there is one but, because once threshold is reached with a Scorpio, then this guy will blow up as an atomic bomb. And this is why his jealousy can be very nasty. And you might think that he is jealous on that one, single action of yours, but it's not actually true, because his jealousy was accumulated in him for quite some time. And this is only, it was just that last drop what makes him to do something. But yes, this is how it is, because Scorpio is controlling, and we really cannot tell that he is jealous, because if you have a Gemini guy, he will tell you immediately. But with Scorpio, he is controlling and he is hiding it. He is dealing with those feelings in privacy, but there will come a day when these feelings take over him, and that is when it can get really nasty. As I have said, Scorpio is very devoted. It really take some time for this type of guy to commit with you, but once this is done, his feelings are very strong, and it's difficult for him to deal with his own love feelings, and with his own fears of losing the partner. So yes, there are many ways how they operate, but typically they are silent for really for months, but then they will erupt, right? When they reach their threshold, they will erupt. One thing we can agree is that no one can love or hate you so much as Scorpio does, right? So hopefully this video was helpful to you and informative. If it was, you can subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back next week with more videos. Bye bye.